Hello everyone. In this particular video, let's talk about some few information related to accounts related questions. So I have two PDF actually in this particular video. Like I'll just tell you what are the important stuffs. So I received it from one of my known source. So it can even help other people who are really interested in accounts domain. So in this PDF, if you're able to see a question, what are the golden rules of accounting? So there are three types of accounts, okay? Real, personal, and nominal account. And real account means it's debit what comes in, credit what goes out. For personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. For nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. And the next question they have mentioned is what is accounting equation? It is assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity or capital. What are fixed assets? Fixed assets are those which are not bought or sold in normal course of business that are they are not for resale. They are used in future production of goods and services over extended period of time, typically greater than 1 year. And the examples for fixed asset is plant and machinery, furniture, fixture, land and building, and these are depreciated over its estimated useful life. What are intangible assets? So these are the assets which cannot be touched or felt. It include copyright, patent, trademark, and these intangible assets are amortized over its estimated useful life. They are shown on asset side of the balance sheet. What are current assets? Current assets are liquid assets that can be easily converted into cash, typically less than 1 year. Examples are cash, bank, inventory, accounts receivable, prepaid expenses. And what are current liabilities? These are the obligations or liabilities that are due to be paid in short duration, typically less than 1 year. And current liability examples are accounts payable, bills payable, notes payable, bank overdraft, accrued expenses. And this one question which is usually asked by many HR people, what is contingent liability? So these are the liability which may or may not happen. They are contingent or dependent on a future event which may or may not happen. And the example is a lawsuit or a legal proceeding. So they are not reported as a liability in the balance sheet. If it is significant, it will be reported into the notes to account in the financial statement. What is prepaid expenses? Prepaid expenses are those which for which cash has already been paid, but for this benefits will be derived in future accounting period. Example, rent paid in advance, salary paid in advance, insurance premium which is paid in advance. Later, it's showing us later the next question is accrued expenses. So these are those expenses for which benefit has already been received, but for which payment has not been payment has not been made. For example, accrued expenses examples is salaries payable, rent payable, wages payable, and accrued expense create a liability in the books of accounts. What is accrued revenue? These are those amount that have been received in advance, but for which goods or services have not yet been delivered. They cannot be booked as revenue and will be booked as a liability in the balance sheet. What is deferred revenue expenditure? These are the expenses which have been paid for in the current accounting period, but for which benefit will be derived over an extended period of time, typically 2 to 3 years. And examples of this deferred revenue expenditure are advertisement cost, marketing expenses, product launch expense, deferred revenue expenditure. Okay, product launch expenses. Deferred revenue expenditure creates a non-current asset on the balance sheet. Then this topic, which most of the in JD they will ask, what is bank reconciliation or BRS? So bank reconciliation statement reconciles the difference in the bank balance as per cash book with bank balance shown as per the passbook. And there are many reasons for the difference, such as check deposited in bank but not cleared, check issued but not presented for payment, bank charges, interest expenses, interest credited by the bank, amount deposited directly into bank, expenses paid directly by bank, check bounced or check dishonored. I hope this PDF will really help a lot of freshers. Okay, like it has a lot of interview questions, or it can be even a knowledge, or it can even help a fifth or sixth semester students or experienced people who are in APAR or R2R domain. So do let me know if you need this particular PDF. I can share it your mail ID. In case if you are aware about my contact, do reach out to me via LinkedIn or WhatsApp or whatever. And what is accounts payable? Next topic, it is the amount that is due to the vendors for the goods and services purchased on credit. It is part of the current liabilities in the balance sheet. What is depreciation? It is the reduction in the value of fixed assets due to factors such as wear and tear, technological changes, or passage of time. Fixed assets are depreciated over a estimated useful life. There are different method of depreciation, such as straight line method, written down value method. What is amortization? It is the reduction in the value of intangible asset such as copyright, patent, trademarks. And next topic here, they have mentioned about double entry bookkeeping. So in accounting, uh, a system of bookkeeping so named because every entry to an account requires corresponding and opposite entry to a different account. For instance, a record making of $1,000 of cash sales would require making two entries. So they have given an example about this double entry bookkeeping. And next is trial balance. So what is trial balance? It is a listing of all ledger accounts with their respective debit and credit balances. It also provides an initial check on arithmetical accuracy to ensure that debit and credit balance are matching. What is balance sheet? So balance sheet is the last part, which comes like first, uh, before P&L account, profit and loss account, post that balance sheet. So it shows the financial position of the company as on a specific date. It shows assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. Assets include current assets, fixed assets, intangible assets, and investment. Liabilities include current liabilities and long term liabilities. Equity includes capital and drawings. And the next question is, what is income statement or profit and loss statement? Both. So income statement shows the financial performance of the company for a particular period of time. It shows the net profit or net loss made by the business in the particular period. It includes all nominal account expenses, losses, income, and gain. I think it's gain. Maybe by mistake they have mentioned gains. And what are financial statement? Financial statement include income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, statement of shareholder equity, and notes to the account. What is working capital? The capital of a business which is used in its day to day trading operations, calculated as the current assets minus current liabilities. It shows the liquidity position of the company, the ability of the company to pay its short term liabilities from source of short term assets. Then current ratio, also known as working capital ratio, it measures the difference between current assets and current liabilities. This ratio measures the ability of a company to pay its current obligation using current assets. What is the error of omission and error of commission error in principle? So compensating error, trade and cash discount. So let's have a look on this trade and cash discount. Trade discount offered at the time of purchase, for example, when goods are purchased in bulk or to retain loyal customers. Trade discount are generally ignored for accounting purpose in that they are omitted from accounting records. Therefore, sales along with any receivable in the case of a credit sale are recorded net of any trade discount offered. Then cash discount. Cash discount is offered to customers as an incentive for timely payment of their liabilities in respect of credit purchases. So single, double, triple column cash book they have mentioned. What is the meaning? Okay, let's have a look on cash flow statement. In financial accounting, cash flow statement, or known as statement of cash flows, is a financial statement that shows how changes in balance sheet accounts and income affect cash equivalent, and break the analysis down to operating, investing and financing activities. Essentially, the cash flow statement is concerned with the flow of cash in and out of business. So it this PDF has 9 pages. So initially I have not shown this page to you because it has some journal entries here. So I thought, let me try to start the video with this golden rules of accounting from the 11th question. And I have one more PDF here, which is what is accounts receivable October 9th 2018. Let's have a look. Understand concept of bills and accounts receivable at UVM. Accounts receivable, any amount owed to the university by an individual, organization or agency whose funds are not controlled. Recording billing and accounts receivable in PeopleSoft is required for a billing non-student, non-sponsored external customers. Yeah. So I hope this screen is clearly visible. Let me tell you exactly. See, here they have mentioned about UVM PeopleSoft financial information flow. So if you're able to see here in the left hand side, they have mentioned grants, contracts, billing, receivable, and later cash statement comes below. In between center it comes general ledger. Okay, project costing, general ledger. So they have made a cycle like how it flows, everything they have mentioned. Do check this in case commitment control. So here they have mentioned billing or AR process flow, bill creation, billing process, deposit payments, monitor customer accounts. Deposit payment guidelines. Okay, I hope this video will help, preferably this basics of accounting. So do let me know if you need this PDF so that you can prepare yourself. I'll try to update this information, whatever, in case if I was fast in telling the questions, I will even update these questions in the Facebook interview questions group. So whoever is there in the group, they can try to have a look at that. So you will get the data and you can have a record of it by having a look. In case if not, this video will help. Whatever I have told, you can try to have a look on what are the basic things, because usually most of the companies will ask these questions, especially freshers: golden rules of accounting, or what is this intangible, sorry, in contingent liability, and what is bank reconciliation. So some topics usually people will ask. So this video depreciation also, so do check on this. If you are not able to understand, just check it once again clearly the video, so you will get a clarity about like what are the important information. Journal entries also, if you are need, you even you can have a look at it, maybe in case if you are getting this PDF. Okay, so do let me know if you are getting any PDF material or learning related stuffs related to R2R, records to reports, or if not, investment banking like corporate action, derivative, bond. So if you come across any information related to these core finance topics, I will be happy to present it in my YouTube channel, so that it can even help a lot of freshers, uh, rather than sharing these things in LinkedIn. And as we have a space constraint in LinkedIn where we cannot post all the things. So this video will help, and it's easier to get circulated in case if any of the friends are in need of information. So thanks for watching this video. So do subscribe this channel, share it to your friends or relatives, whoever is will looking for a job or in terms of learning. So definitely it will help multiple people, because a lot of channels, lot of videos are there in this channel. In case if you don't know how to check, subscribe, then you can check the previous video whichever is uploaded in this particular channel. All the best. Take care, everyone.